everyone, my name is Sarah, the Rainbow Hearted Witch. Thank you for coming back to my channel. If it's your first time, welcome. This week I will be doing a walkthrough of the Our Story Tarot by Sarah Shipman. This is one of the decks that we traded, one of the decks that Nikolai didn't like, in for at the 9th house swap meet. It was awesome. It was so cool. And I have to say, the owner of the 9th house, she is just, like, I am so impressed the way she was so calm. It was chaos. So, yeah, kudos to the 9th house and to the owner, and it was a really good experience. So it comes in this box set, this clasp. It's magnetic. It's beautiful. It's just like a book. So I have to say that what I really love about this deck, it comes with a humongous book. The book is amazing. This tarot deck, I love it for the book. The book is 349 pages, plus you have acknowledgments and then about the author. So this was published by Harper Design, and front and back cover collages by Sarah Shipman, and the design is by Sarah Gifford. So this book is just amazing. You get the introduction, the tarot history, the deck, the major arcana, the minor arcana, getting readings, what to ask, shuffling, cutting, sample spreads, keep it simple, 1 card spread, past, present, and future, 3 card spread, give me 5 card spread, 3 pairs to power, 3 pair spread, and the Celtic cross, 10 card spread. Now, I've been working with this deck for the last week, and I have tried the 3 pairs to power, and it was awesome. It was such a cool spread. Then we have the major arcana, the minor arcana, bibliography, photography, and illustration credits, and then acknowledgments. I am actually reading this front to back. I am using my bookmark that I got from tarotcollectibles.com. So on the back it says, coming soon, 78 spring themed cards based on the Waite Smith deck. You can watch our progress through Instagram. So isn't this so pretty? I'm using this to mark my spot. I have read only up to page 40, but oh my gosh. So I truly, you guys don't understand what the problem is with women's studies. Women's studies is literally just her story rather than his story. So women's studies, when I majored in women's studies, you got to learn the history or her story, or as Sarah calls it, our story or our tarot. And it's really just about the influential and amazing women who have helped shape, you know, the country of the United States of America, and, you know, allow women the right to vote, and, you know, just the struggles that goes through the witch trials all the way up to, you know, the suffrage movement, and everything in between. Just the struggles that women had to overcome and go through to be acknowledged as human beings, which, shocking, I know, right? Women, we're human beings, you know, we have rights. We're not just the property of men, thank God. So anyway, there's, you know, nothing scary or oogie boogie about women's studies. It is literally just history. So I am really just enjoying this deck. The cards are beautiful. Now, they are a lot smaller than a regular tarot deck. So this is the size. These are the backs. And then this is my miniature, my mini tarot, my pocket edition of the Thoughts Tarot. I'll just place it on. So it's like pocket size. And then this is my standard size. So here's the standard size. Here's the pocket size. And then here is the Our Tarot. So it's literally right in between. It's the same width as the standard. It's just a little shorter. And then here's the mini, the pocket edition. Which is shorter and not as wide. But I have to say I love my pocket edition of the Thoth. That's what I bring to the tarot salon at Ninth House. And usually when I do readings even for other people now, like that's the deck I use. I don't know why, I just really like, I like the cards a little smaller. I mean, I don't have like super tiny hands, but you know, they're on the smaller side. All right, so you will see why I love this so much. So for the Fool, we have Joan of Arc. So it's collage artwork. We have the Magician, the High Priestess, and it has who she uses to represent the you know, the women in history who represent the energies of these cards. And what I really love, so the Lovers is Jane Addams and Ellen Gates Starr. So let me go to number 5 in here. 6, I mean, sorry guys. So I absolutely love this. Let me see, that's too high. We have, it says the Lovers, Jane Addams. It gives their date of birth and death and where they're from. Now, all of these, they're not all American women, and they're not all from the Western Hemisphere. So that's, you know, this is a very inclusive deck. So we have key aspects: upright, romantic love, duality, union, blessings, harmony, generosity, and creation. And then reversed: self-love, loss, illusion, impulsivity, and separation. So you get a biography. It's always about 2 to 3 pages. So we have from page 45. Then you also get a big picture of the card. 46. And then 47. And then at the end, you have questions. It says, this card points to a charged romantic and creative energy flowing between you and another person, making the efforts you undertake together all the more powerful. It signals an opportunity to harness ephemeral loving energy to create something new. This card asks, how can you foster a new partnership in your life or improve on one you already have? What valuable qualities do you bring to your relationship with friends, loved ones, and colleagues? What sort of connections do you seek in your romantic, platonic, and professional partnerships? So I really like that it's not just talking about that it's necessarily, the Lover's card isn't necessarily just representing like a new love interest coming into your life. It can represent all your relationships in your life. So I really like that. And then the next one is Harriet Tubman, the Chariot. I love that. I love that she is the Chariot. I think that's amazing. So again, you have the upright meaning, the reverse meaning. You have a full like biography about her, and then you have the last paragraph usually kind of summarizes it and then asks you questions, and you can see how the character, like how this archetype energy, how Harriet Tubman's life fits into the Chariot. And it really brings everything down to earth. It's just amazing. Here is the Chariot card. And you see it looks like she's on a boat in the ocean. But yeah, there's plants to represent the earth. It looks like a map in the background. There's also, it looks like a star. So maybe this is like a star in the sun. I'm not really sure, but I just love the archetypal energy of real life people being used on the cards. So strength, we have Katie Sandwina, who I'm not sure who that is, but she looks like she was some kind of badass bodybuilder. You know, you see that she's picking someone up. So I really love this. The Hermit is Emily Dickinson. The Wheel of Fortune is Elizabeth I. Justice, we have Ida B. Wells. The Hanged Woman, Hypatia. Death, we have Frida Kahlo. Temperance, we have Anne Sullivan. I just think that's so perfect. Like, I love that she's Temperance. The Devil, we have Abigail Williams. Infamous Abigail Williams. I think that's perfect for her, since she is what got the hysteria kicked off in Salem, Massachusetts. So perfect representation. The Tower is Anne Boylan. The Star is Anne Frank. The Moon is Mary Shelley. I mean, come on. Like, how cool is this card? I love this card. I think this is one of my favorites. And then we have the Sun. We have Sister Rosetta Tharpe. Judgment, we have Sophia Doleep Singh. The World, we have Amelia Earhart. Ace of Wands, Pearl Primus. Two of Wands, Sarah Gramicki and Angelina Gramicki. Three of Wands, Henrietta. Four of Wands. So I learned something new. I learned about her. She was the first woman president of Philippines, and I learned, you know, how influential and how much she really helped the people. I think it was her husband who was originally in office, and he passed away. And a dictator came in and wanted to take over, and she ran against him, and the people of the Philippines rally behind her. Let's see. Yeah, so her husband was assassinated, and they tried to, you know, a dictatorship tried to take over. So Corazon Aquino was the first female president of the Philippines and the only one without a previous career in politics. She immediately abolished Marcos' constitution, which had allowed him to stay in office and enforce martial law, and began working with her administration to ratify a new constitution that reflected the values of a new era for for Filipinos. And I hadn't known that. I did not know about her. She was alive between 1933 and 2009. And of course, she's Filipino. And I just think that card is amazing. I keep pulling that card. So that's why I know her story a little bit. So it spans, you know, from Egyptian all the way to pretty current people. So yeah, like, I don't know. I have not gotten this card yet. I would have to read the biography in the book to see who this person is, as well as I don't know who Page of Wands is. And I don't know Hattie McDaniel either. So, you know, there's some, of course, I mean, we know who Josephine Baker is, right? And Cleopatra, we know who Cleopatra is. So, you know, there's some women that, even though I majored in women's studies in college, I don't know who they all are. So that's why I'm reading the book. I just adore the book. I can't give enough regard for this deck. I absolutely love it. And I'm going to tell you what else I love about it. I love the court cards because it goes page, knight, queen, and instead of having king, we have keeper. So they changed the king to keeper, or I shouldn't say they, but I should say Sarah changed it from king to keeper, and I absolutely love that. And I love how inclusive this deck is and how I get to learn about women from all over the world, all through history. It's amazing how many amazing women, like, I've gotten this card, and she's an environmentalist and started planting trees in our home country. Let me see what that was. Let me pull up 10 of Cups. I loved her story as well. So let's see. She's from Kenya. So it says, on June 5th, 1977, members of the National Council of Women of Kenya marched from downtown Nairobi to just outside the city. Upon reaching their destination, they planted 7 tree seedlings, each about a foot tall. This event marked the launch of an environmental organization called the Green Belt Movement, founded by, they call it NCWK, member scientist and the first woman in East Africa to earn a doctorate degree. Wangari Muta Matahai. Since then, the organization has planted more than 51 million trees. I think that is so cool, and I have goosebumps. And when I read about these amazing women, I'm just so inspired. I'm so inspired. And these women are amazing. And it just, a lot of these women are just normal women. And yeah, some of them come from influence and had some help, but other women in this who are featured are just normal women, and who've done extraordinary things, and I love that. And I love how the Nine of Pentacles, how Sarah Shipman has honored the tradition of Islam, and there is no photo of Khadija. I apologize if I mispronounced it, but I love that it's just the writing, because in their religion they don't believe in taking photographs. So I think that's beautiful. So again, I just adore this deck. I adore this book. I think it was literally like the perfect deck for me. It's definitely something, I'm just gaining so much from this deck. I think it's bringing me a deeper understanding of the archetypal energies by reading these stories. I think Sarah Shipman did an amazing job with the artwork and the book. Like, this is one of the best tarot books that I have. I just adore it. I enjoy this book so much. I just love the history in here, or I should say her story. And yeah, I definitely, if you love history and women's studies, yeah, this deck is amazing. I highly recommend it. Even if you've studied women's studies, there's women in here that you'll learn about that you've never heard of. And you'll just be like, wow, that is so cool. So, yeah. I definitely recommend this. This really speaks to my soul, and the archetypal energies, it just comes alive. And so if you're kind of having trouble associating or learning some of the cards, I think this would help. It follows the Rider-Waite deck, closer than the Thoth, which most do, and that's fine. This, I mean, I'm gonna be trying to use different cards, but I think that this might be a deck that goes in my top 5 favorite, just because the readings I've been getting from it have been so powerful and so right on, and I truly I can't give enough like stars, like 10 out of 10, hands down. Like, just a beautiful book, well executed. I absolutely love this the presentation, everything. So funny, look at that, it looks like a real book. So anyway, thank you all for joining me today. I will see you again next Tuesday, 5 p.m. for Tarot Tuesday. I'll see you later. And don't forget to watch. I've switched it from Wednesdays to now Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. Arizona Standard Time, since we, have our own time, basically. So 5 p.m. Tarot Tuesdays and Witch Talk Thursdays. I will see you guys later. Bye, guys. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching my video. I had so much fun uploading it. I upload videos every Tuesday and Thursday. Check them out. I also have a Buy Me a Coffee if you would like to support this channel monetarily. So the links are down below, and I will see you all next week. Bye guys.